that a heat problem? No, we good, right?
Yeah, we good.
Yeah, let's. Yeah, I just hand it back here. Yeah, there you go. All right, shalom, shalom. I want to begin by giving all praise, honor, and glory. And that's the true name of the Heavenly Father, His only begotten Son, and the Holy Spirit. I also want to give double honors to our teachers, the head apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, the men whom we believe, the Heavenly Father raised up and sent forth here in the latter days to expound on His words. And for you men out there who continue in that legacy, shalom to you all, and the believers who hold fast to those words. All right. So we back out here once again, and pretty much the song we sing, basically the rallying cry is to pronounce judgment against this place of America, Babylon the Great, which the Heavenly Father would be justified in visiting. Why? Well, the Lord is not going to judge America according to His standards. What I mean by that? The fact that here you have the right to be perverse. You have the freedom to be a goddamn demon. Case in point, you ask the average person, how you feel about homosexuality? At best, they're going to say, you know what? As long as it don't affect me. Right? So they promote what? Do as you will, and I'll turn a blind eye. Guess what? How about some outside is not going to turn a blind eye? Why? Because He's going to judge America according to the standards of the Bible. That's why when you read the scriptures, it speaks about not suffering a witch to live. Hey, in relation to the nations, the witch is America. That's why when you read Revelation, the 17th chapter, it speaks about that golden cup in her hand. That's equivalent to a potion. Right? The scriptures tell you how the nations drunk of that cup, and now they're mad. So pretty much this is what we symbolize. Real quick, give me 1 Corinthians, the 4th chapter, in the 9th verse. You have something? Yeah, 1 Corinthians 4 and 9.
The book of 1 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 9. For I think that the Most High has set forth us, the apostles, last.
Let's look up that word last. The Lord sent forth certain spirits into the planet Earth to channel His intents and purposes into the earthly realm. That's why when you read Daniel, the 4th chapter, it speaks about how the Lord ruleth in the kingdom of men. So your coming and going is based upon a higher power. Those who succumbed to the flood, it was cemented by the word of the Lord which came through Noah. So that's what we read in here. It says, I have sent forth the apostles last. We're not here just to entertain you. We're here to introduce you to a moment in time in prophecy. It's going to rock you over the Matthew 24th. Yeah? All right, come on, Bob.
The word last, Strong's G 2078, eclectos, extreme, last in time or in place.
Right, so the Lord sent the apostles into this time frame, this moment in time, and it says in place. So that would be a particular place where the prophets would be raised up and sent forth. Yep, come on.
This the book of Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 3. It says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time.
Right, now when you go into that word vision right there, it goes right back to the word prophecy. So we're here to pretty much expound on the future. Basically to pronounce the fate of America and those of you who are under its vibration. Come on.
I got something real quick. Going back to that this word appointed and then the Strong's 8:41:50, it says appointed place, appointed time.
Right, appointed place, appointed time, man. Which you do have the prophets scattered throughout the earth, but the main deliverance, the main perspective of the ministry, the center focus, if you will be right here in America. I bet you didn't know, you hardcore studying Christians, I'm talking about the most sophisticated Bible folk, I bet you didn't know John the Baptist came to America. And that sounds crazy if I was to pose you with that question. Right in a debate, you know. Which we're not about that, but I'm saying if you had an organized debate, you know, from an intellectual point of view, I look like a crazy. I pose that question, you know. How you feel about John the Baptist coming to America? That don't even sound right. You have to be in the right spirit to pick up on it. That's why I say they're going to be sent to a particular place. Furthermore, when you go into the prophecies, in a particular Malachi, 4th chapter, it tells you how John, the Lord would use John to set the hearts of the fathers and the sons. That would be the connection. So you witnessing the prophets of the Bible over here in the modern world.
Habakkuk 2 and 3, it says, for the vision is yet for the appointed time. But at the end it shall speak and not lie.
Right, at the end it shall speak. When you go into the word speak, in the Hebrew the word there's the bar. And one of the definitions that is breathe, meaning it will come to life. Prophecies have come alive. You're here in the end, and that's the way it's supposed to be. Like you plant a seed, and there's a certain season when that seed manifests. Well,
It says, though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry.
yeah, that's what we're doing. We're patiently waiting, right, on the return of Yahweh Shah. All right, so come on, we got something?
Look at Second Ezra 9 and verse 5. For like it's all things that is made in the world at the beginning and an end.
Right, read that again.
God, this Second Ezra 9 and 5. For like it's all things that is made in the world at the beginning and an end.
Yeah, all things. That's essentially a born on date, and then there's a death date. You buy a new car and it's new when you buy it, but eventually it becomes old. Well,
God, it says in the end is manifest.
right, and just like that car scenario, the end of that car is manifest because now the motor knocking, it lets you know it's at the end. Right, you get an alert, a light check engine. It ain't the same car it was at the beginning. And the manifestation is in the form of signs. And you crazy, you see the engine light and you just don't pay no attention. Then you get in a situation, the hood up, and you surprised. Right, that's going to be the state of you Americans, man. And even you Israelites. Yeah, because we're in a time now where the Lord is severing, there's a wedge being driven between Israel. Oh, we were speaking about that, about how certain Pharisees and shit, they scattered all over the place, man. The wicked among the Pharisees and scribes question Yahweh's motives. That's why the Lord always said, the scriptures tell you how the Lord knew what they was thinking. You had to ask them why they was always around. Why? Because, right? Why? You know? Because they're in the hearing. They actually got on garments, they're out there teaching, whether it's IUIC or IC, you know what I mean? Yeah, come on.
I got a definition of expiration. It says expiration, the ending of the fixed period for which a contrast is void.
If I'm not mistaken, that be where expiration goes into breathe out as well.
Hey, that's what it is. That's it. That's it. Right
Okay,
there.
yep, that's what it is.
Right there.
Breathe out. Inspired the spirit.
Yep. Yep. Breath. Yep.
And it's meaning out, spirit said to breathe out. That goes back into Habakkuk, man. The words of the Lord have come alive.
That's it.
Why is microchip? Oh, they spent over so many billion. They spent more money than anybody. America, I think in China. That was the one race that I think America won. Like the last I checked, they bought all them cigarettes in there. But they bought all those microchips for what, man? Because why? The prophecies have come to life. Was that it on that?
That's it.
Come on. That's something.
Yeah, God.
Oh, was that it on that? Okay.
Yeah, the book of Acts, chapter 1, and starting verse 7.
Mm-hmm.
And he said unto them, it is not for you to know the times or the seasons which the Father hath put in his own power. But ye shall receive power after that the Holy Spirit is come upon you.
And you keep saying certain words there. It should jump after. You can't put a cap on after. Anytime after. So that even applies to now. because the ministry, Yahweh being the cornerstone, right? Yahweh is the foundation. When you build a house, which I'm pretty sure most of the brothers that we've been on construction sites, the first, you ever been at the first stage, it's the foundation. Right? That's why even John the Baptist made the statement, Yahweh was preferred before me. See, so this is the after effects. They didn't stop, you can't stop building what was started. So now you have pillars. Come on.
It says, and ye shall be witnesses unto me both in Jerusalem and in all Judea and in Samaria and unto the uttermost parts of the earth.
Right, and unto the uttermost parts of the earth. I wouldn't be surprised if that's the same definition. I know it. Matter of fact, let's click on that word as well. You got anything else? Yeah, come on, speak up.
Yeah, this Isaiah chapter 46, verse 10. It said, declaring the end from the beginning and from ancient times, the things that are not yet done, saying my counsel shall stand.
Yeah, that's everything's built up to now, and that's the counsel of Yahweh Shai. That counsel shall stand. That's the erection. Right, the foundation being Yahweh Shai. Then you have the men who was entrusted with the doctrine. And there's a snare even in that, because your cousin, right, who you thought you knew, he was a prophet. Your daughter, your son, your little brother, your baby dad. Them was the prophets, man. And that show you how cold, and it tells you that in Wisdom of Solomon, the 7th chapter. There's only one way a king, even a king, can come into the planet Earth. So the prophets came back through Israel. Scripture said, let us now praise famous men. Man, Jake don't want to praise their cousins and uncles. Yeah, come on.
He said, my counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasures.
Yeah, so the Lord is going to execute the word. See, there's nothing you could do, we could do, they can do, anybody can do to halt it or stop the momentum of prophecy. It's just like you trying to stop, what the day of Saturday? You trying to stop Sunday. Think about that. I know it sounds funny, but just think about how powerless you are. You could be a stubborn nigga, but you can't stop Sunday. See, that show you the force. Well, that's why the scriptures say a wise man consider both time and journey. Because you can't stop the power of time from progressing. Eventually, this place is going to be topical. And you can add, you can slow down. What they add the extra time. They should think to change. Yeah, Daniel the 7th chapter. Daylight saving. What you saving it for? I mean, what's the rush? I mean, it's like, what is it? Yeah, what's the hold up? Yep. Come on, is it?
Second Ezra 1 and 37, I'm taken to witness the grace of the people to come, whose little ones rejoice in gladness, and though they have not seen me with bodily eyes, yet in spirit believe the things that I say. If I may? Yeah, in spirit believe the things that I say, man, through the men who the Lord has set up. We're going to go into that, how the Lord have given out leaders, man. You know? It says, somebody say,
Hey, real quick, like you said, have not seen me with bodily eyes, man. And that's what Hebrews 11 and 1 come into play at. Right? That's real faith. Right? You believe in something that you haven't seen with your physical eyes. So guess what? You got to be spiritual to do that. Go ahead,
and now, brother, behold what glory, and see the people that come from the east. Right? We came from the east. We're now in the west.
Yep.
The uttermost parts, the extreme. It says, unto whom I will give for leaders Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, Hosea.
You always have to say right there, Isaac was most notable in that series. That was Yahweh Shai. For those of you who can see it. You notice that's still the emphasis. Go ahead.
Amos, Malachias, Joel, Obadiah, and Jonas, Nahum, and Habakkuk, Zephaniah, Agaius, Zachary, Michael, which is called also the angel of the Lord.
Yep, the angel being the messenger of the Lord, right? And you notice the thing, there was the prophets. So the prophets are the leaders. And it makes sense because seeing that they were being trusted with the word of the Lord. See that? So they were sent as messengers. We're not just here just to be here. No, we're here with a certain message. There's a song that we sing. Right? That song, it can't be altered in that. All right, come on. That was it? You got something quick?
Going back, it's the book of just backing up the brother. This is the book of Acts 8, and I'm gonna jump down to verse Acts 8 and 35. It says, then Philip began, matter of fact, let's start at verse
When the spirit jumped on the shoulder.
this Acts 8 and 29. Then the Spirit said unto Philip, go near and join thyself to this chariot. And Philip ran thither to him.
Hey, real quick, hey, you gotta believe, first of all, the Spirit tell you something and you don't have the gift of faith, you won't be able to act on what the Spirit is telling you.
Right. Faith without works.
Faith without works, damn, because you're being carnal. You can't show your faith by your works if you're being carnal. Go ahead,
Well, you have to speak.
You gotta,
I believe that's
man, that's why I speak.
Yeah.
Yep. And when you speak, man, the things that you speak shall come to pass, man, because you're speaking the truth.
Right.
You know, you're speaking a lie, it's gonna fall to the wayside. It's vain speech. But when you're speaking the truth, right, it's gonna come into, as they say, into fruition. Like the Lord said, it's not gonna return unto me void.
Right. Noah. Right. It's Noah. Isaiah 55 said, "My word is not like the rain."
That's it. Come down. Yeah.
So it physically,
Beautiful,
actually, I'm like,
beautiful.
but then you fast forward to now. That same decree is active. And now we calling down fire from heaven, right? Those strange ones. But ultimately, it's coming from above. Either way, so that means that the prophets have authority. Saying again that we were given the word of the Lord. We often go into that idea of a child. The moment they say mama said, right, in truth, right, they say, or the authority figure in the house, then that baby was carriers of powerful words that you got to even hearken to. Well,
God, it says, and
I
Philip,
want to hearken to a baby.
That's beautiful. But like you said, he got the words of a king.
Right, you got the words of You got the words of a king. Yeah. That would give them the power.
Right.
so like, he said, your words hold weight.
That's it.
Especially if you give it to somebody, let me know, whatever say goes.
Yeah, let them say go. Because it's not my word. I'm only being a herald, right? Well, not a herald, but I'm being a messenger. You know, an envoy, a herald, same thing. You know, I'm bringing forth the word that was given unto me, like you said. I ain't got to be there.
Right, you ain't got to be there.
I ain't got to be there.
That's I give a message.
Exactly. But my words there. Go ahead.
I got something real
Oh,
quick.
go ahead.
Real quick. Oh, no. This is the book of 1 Samuel chapter 3, verse 19. And Samuel grew, and the Lord was with him, and did let none of his words fall to the ground. Yeah, because just going back, these are the words of Yahweh Shema Shai. So the things we speak is going to hold weight. It's not going to fall to the ground. It's not going to be in vain. Why? Because it's of Yahweh Shema Shai, man. That's why it was well known that prophet was a prophet indeed. Samuel was well known as a prophet indeed because the words checked out. That's why he jumped to the 16th chapter. Talks about how the elders trembled at his coming. You know? What you got about it?
Hey, so like, just to add on it, even Jeremiah. When Jeremiah was a prophet, he was 12 years old. So you was know there was some people that were showing him off. They didn't want to hearken unto him. They just thought he was just a child. But he was made manifest that he was a man of the Lord. It got to the point they even threw Jeremiah in the jail. You know? Just because he spoke the words of Yahweh Shema Shai.
Yep. Oh, yeah, that's heavy. When you read the 33rd chapter of Jeremiah, speaks about how the Lord visited him the second time in prison. And that was a foreshadowing of that. Because we're in prison. In this, right, in this land of our captivity. But when you read into that, it said the Lord said he would show us things that we knew not. Yeah, we thought there was a perpetual state before he was introduced to the words of, how we signed his testament. Yeah, what's up? You want that up?
Going back to Acts.
Yeah.
Going back to Acts 8 and verse 30. And Philip ran thither to him and heard him read the prophet Isaiah and said, understandest thou what thou readest? And Salakia, he was reading the scriptures, but he didn't really have no understanding. He said, how can I, except some man should guide me? It's like that's why the Lord set up certain men up today, man. Because niggas talking about men worship. What about Moses then? The Lord was actually working with Moses, man. So if you following Moses, that men worship, no, you actually following Moses because Moses following the Lord.
So you saying that by Aaron then?
That's it. That's why I say be followers of me as I am with the
Yeah,
house. You see,
that's it.
so that's how you gotta work through the pipeline.
Hey,
man.
but get what, man? See, individuals that have that mindset, they carnal. You got to be spiritual, man. You know, you got to let them testosterones go, man. All that pride go. Because guess what? That's how the Most High works. Like you always say, the Most High through Yahweh Shai ain't gonna swoop down in your room and tell you a goddamn thing.
You got the scriptures.
Right? Yeah. Hey, you got the scriptures on you. Give me my son.
Then now you believe.
Now you believe. Because first of all, bitch, you gonna die. You gonna die, man. Because the most you gonna give up your ghost. Hey, you know how the scripture say? The scripture gives a depiction of angels, right? You see an angel, bro. You gonna bug out if you ain't in the spirit. See, that's the thing. If you in the spirit, yeah, I ain't gonna lie. If you in the spirit, you gonna be like John of Patmos, and you may, But that angel gonna correct your motherfucking ass, cause the angel ain't gonna play. The angel ain't gonna play, cause the angel on a higher level than you. So like an angel on a higher level than you, because the angel just a tad bit. Why I say that? Because he's under heavy commands. You know what I mean? Like he got forward commands. He's like a computer. You type in certain, he can't go outside of that. Man can get carnal. See what I'm saying? But we in the spirit, we ain't gonna get carnal. But the spirit gonna at that point, the spirit gonna kick in. You got
If that makes sense. Lord said, he's not going to give you any sign but the sign of John. The prophets.
That's it, bro.
That in itself.
Spirit of prophet. Spirit of Yahweh.
Man, you see Yeah, like the brother said, like the brother just said, to add to the point. Be ye followers of me, even as I am as Yahweh Shai. Right? Matter of fact, go to Psalm 37 real quick. I believe it's Psalm 37 and 37. And you're going to see where that builds up to this very moment. Real quick, let's get this real quick.
The book of Psalm 37. Psalm 37 and 37. Mark the perfect man, and behold the upright, for the end of that man.
From the end. So that proves that it builds up to now, man. Right? Because who cares about your past life in the sense of living and dying? It matters now. So the end is pertaining to this very moment. So the end of the perfect man is going to be salvation, right? And even if he was to die in the sight of men, he has the favor of the Lord. And he will not be, scripture says we shall no wise pass them who are God's word. Prevent those.
Oh, yeah.
So that even falls under the banner of the perfect man. Yep, read it again from the top.
Psalm 37 and 37. Mark the perfect man, and behold the upright. For the end of that man is peace.
Yep, see that? So that's why you have leaders to follow, because there's a destination. So the scriptures tell you, the end of that man is peace.
Real quick, just mark the word mark. Just real quick, the word mark. Strong's H8104. It says to keep, guard, or observe.
Yep, observe. How thin right now? You got cameras all over the place, tripods. Oh, you know what? That goes back to when we originally opened up with 1 Corinthians, the 4th chapter. We're going to go back there, man. The Lord sent forth the apostles last, right? And you're going to know it. The Lord said he will bring us fame in the lands where we was shamed. Part of that fame is thrusting us into the public's eye. And that complements Matthew the 24th chapter. This gospel of the world, so this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached. Yep. Come on.
To observe, no, Salakia, observe, give heed.
Yeah, give heed. Wow. Yeah, give heed. Yep. So you got something?
Cunt, real quick. It's like St. Matthew chapter 10, verse 41. He that receiveth a prophet in the name of a prophet shall receive a prophet's reward.
Right. So hey, that shows you there's different forms of prophets in the sense of who sent them. It tells you that in Jeremiah the 23rd chapter. Lord said, I have not sent.
That's it.
So you can't just receive any prophet. You have to receive a prophet in the name of a prophet, which that prophet is Yahweh Shah. See? And that don't mean just because you utter that name, then now you let your guard down and trust in God to say, utter the name Yahweh Shah. No, you have to follow the correct doctrine. See? Go ahead.
It says, and he that receiveth a righteous man in the name of a righteous man
And that same righteous man as the prophet is Yahweh Shah. Go ahead.
shall receive a righteous man's reward.
Yep, and ultimately that reward is preservation, salvation. That's why we just read in Psalm 37 chapter. The end of that man is peace. Galatians the 6th chapter. Right? Peace and mercy be upon the Israel of the Most High. Why would the scriptures even say that? If I promise you, hey, you're gonna be all right,
Right.
that means you turn on a movie, right? And the first thing you hear, you're gonna be all right. You gotta fast forward and see where you gonna be all right from. Or either fast forward, rewind or fast forward. Either way. Because he's not telling you you're gonna have peace for nothing. That indicates that we're closing in on heavy times. Time of trouble, in fact. See? All right, so come on, you read more of that? No, we're gonna get what we got, then we get back.
I think he has some.
In Jeremiah 35 and verse 15, it says, I have sent also unto you all my servants and prophets, rising up early and sending them, saying, return ye now every man from his evil way.
Oh, well, hold up. Hey, the teaching of the destruction and the mayhem and misfortunes and calamities, which is scriptural, that's really an effort to seal the elect. Let's prove that. Go to Revelation, the 7th chapter. Because if we were just teaching a world-friendly, safe doctrine, then you wouldn't be compelled to repent. Noah was just out there, right, not telling the people what it is, which they didn't repent anyway. But if he didn't believe what it was, he would have never, right?
Yeah.
He would have never proceeded forth with building the ark. That's why when you read the book of Habakkuk, is that the 3rd chapter? I heard that scripture and I was afraid. No, 3rd chapter. Yeah, you should be driven to your feet, man. All right, come on.
It says, return ye now every man from his evil way, and amend your doings, and go down after other gods to serve them. And ye shall dwell in the land which I have given to you and to your fathers. But ye have not inclined your ear, nor hearkened unto me.
Yeah, you have not conceded to Yahweh Shema Shah. And again, it's a snare. Because if the Lord would have sent forth men of prestige in this society, men, with a certain
Many mighty,
right, yeah, noble, yeah, nobility, that what I was, was that 1 Corinthians, right? With stature or whatever. In this society, then truly you would have listened, man.
That's it. Hey, going back to what the elder was saying on that weak things of the world. That's us, man.
Right.
Like you said, if the Most High through Yahweh Shai had touched someone that was, just say for instance, I always go through this through the spirit. Just say somebody like the guy that we perceive to be an Edomite, Albert Einstein, right? He is esteemed as a very intelligent scientist, or I forget his title. I think he was a scientist. I forget. A physicist. That's it. He was a physicist, right? And he was esteemed as a very intelligent researcher, and all of this in this world. So what if he had came forth with the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven? It would have been accepted by the people, because the people already esteemed him with the knowledge of something that was higher than themselves. So if he had came with the knowledge of the kingdom of the heaven, they really would have believed him, because he was already esteemed as a noble person. But when you come somebody less noble, like the weak things, someone that's not learned by the current system, and that could be, it could be whatever system it is, but the current system now is America. So if you is educated by the current system and you was able to come with, mysteries, to the masses, they would accept it. But the Most High, why the Most High done this? Because all things are done for the glorification of the Most High, right? He's showing his power through us. Isaiah the 60th chapter. Arise and shine, for thy light is come, and the glory of the Lord is risen upon thee, right? So the Most High have chosen small things and weak things, minute things, as Yahushua said, as Yahushua said, the babes, right? Now you have hid these things from the wise and the prudent, and have given these things unto babes. Therefore, the glorification goes to the Most High, right? Now you can say, call halal Yahweh Shem Yahushua, all praise Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Why? Because he said, guess what? I'll use a fucking rock. I don't need you out, you know what I mean? Because I'm gonna get the glorification.
Foundation, like scenario going to Gideon, the Lord, Gideon and everything, he had to pretty much cut down the army before they get too proud. Exactly. So if it was too much, he said the Lord didn't do it. He cut it down to 300. Said the Lord had to do this. Which are 300 men. What you got?
I got something real quick.
That's exactly what I'm saying. You got it all.
Sirach 13 and 23. When a rich man speaketh, every man holdeth his tongue.
See? So just say Albert Einstein. Just say Albert Einstein. It ain't even got to be Albert Einstein in this modern life that we're living in, this modern society. Anyone that the public holds as an intelligent individual, that would be considered a wise, because he have many possessions, meaning mentally, and he can put forth. Go ahead, Doc. Even on the level, which that's a twofold scripture, even on that level of having many things for his possessions, for his carnal possessions, right? You know how Jake is, they'll listen to the ones that's paid in this society, but they won't listen to the lesser ones in this society. The poor. The poor. That's what I'm trying to say, yeah? You got it up.
It says, it's like I'm reading from the top. When a rich man speaketh, every man holdeth his tongue, and look what he saith. They extol it to the clouds. But if a poor...
They extol it to the clouds. They hold it in high. Oh, remember the guy who came up and descended upon us? Was it at the camp out the guy made the statement? Infamous statement of Jesus.
Oh, yeah.
Like that's what Jesus said. He was serious, man. That was extolling the man's words to the clouds. And you know what? And you know, one who of the unlearned, they would have entertained that, and they would have been talking about Jesus. Right?
Hey, he would be considered a noble individual, man.
Like someone of status,
in this world.
Yes. And that shows you how much of a downgrade this place is. Well, a nigga like Jesus, words, the nigga pop. For generations, niggas held on to that only God can judge. That was a wicked ass statement. That was a wicked ass statement. Only God can judge. Go ahead now.
But if the poor man speak, they say, what fellow is this? And if he stumble, they will help to overthrow him.
Yep. The poor man, he don't represent power. You know? You don't see us out here bearing arms, promoting schools. Ain't no lying in bed with what scripture say that men of priestly souls. You got that? Yep. Well, I was thinking about the well, you got that with Founding Princess. Oh, then you got that.
James. Oh, I know you talking about
Yeah, with John the Baptist.
oh yeah, kind
What did you expect to see?
Yeah, kind of reed shaking in the wind and all that. Yeah,
A reed shaking. Oh, that's an example of standing stiffly, man.
yeah.
Because he's not going to be wavering on what he was sent to do. And that's why, you know what? And that's why we a problem. Because you could pay off. It tells you that in Wisdom of Solomon, is that the second chapter? It said they're not of, they're of another fashion. Like those men, those movements before us, or even certain Israelites, but you could pay them off. You see your boy down there in, Jephthah, man. Right? That means they were shaking with the wind, whatever. But the true prophets is going to be steadfast and display a certain level of constancy, right? In their presentation. That's a cool one.
Yeah, this is the book of St. Matthew 11, chapter 11, verse 7. And as they departed, Yahushua began to say unto the multitudes concerning John, when ye out to see? It's like, read it again. And as they departed, Yahushua began to say unto the multitudes concerning John, what went ye out into the wilderness to see? A reed shaking with the wind? But what ye out for to see? A man clothed in soft raiment?
Right, and clothed in soft raiment. Spiritually, how does that apply to now? That's dealing with that world-friendly doctrine, man. Because your raiment or your clothing is your doctrine.
Isaiah
See?
30. Take the
Yep,
covering.
covering, yep. Go ahead.
It says, behold, they that wear soft clothing are in king's houses.
What that mean? They're connected with the government. You in bed with the government. You live in king's houses. That's why you see these guys with these 501c3 charters, these schools and all that. They're in king's palaces, man. The ones who are on top, they have they have forged an alliance with them. Yeah, that place. Yeah. Which, if I'm not mistaken, when you go into that word place, that Greek word that's topos, you go back to top, like top position. I know in the case of the Pharisees, the wicked amongst them, who was threatened by Yahushua's presentation. They said, no, this man going to cost us our seat. That word seat going to topos. Even the disciples got schooled to say, you know, you just offended. Yeah, go ahead.
It says, so
What
like,
scripture say? Yeah,
yep, that's it. It
Yes,
says, behold, they that wear soft clothing are in king's palaces. But what ye out for to see? A prophet? Yeah, I say unto you, and more than a prophet.
Yep, so we look at that James real quick. I just wanted to get that because those in soft raiment, right? That's because you have to look deep. You have to say, well, hold up, why is your message more of a world-friendly message? Like IUIC, some marriages and cookouts. That's because they're in king's palaces. Yeah, I'm checking it out, huh? Yeah, that's
Oh,
that's the area, man.
Over
Yeah, so right here, you see right here.
And that's another one.
rain
And
over
then that's another one. That's another one right there.
That's that ain't okay.
Check it.
Yeah,
I definitely said it. Wow, that's right over us.
yeah.
Yeah, like a dog.
That's exactly. It's a hand.
A head. That's what I got the word. A head.
You know, you have to physically put your hand on it. All right, yeah, like, come on, let's do it. We got to preach up? Or whoever got it, bring it out. Yeah, let's speak up.
This is the book of James 2, verse 2. For if there come unto you your assembly a man with a gold ring and godly apparel, come in also a poor man in foul raiment.
Right,
Ye-
in that raiment, yeah, with the naked eye, you know, obviously, you'll merit that with physical garments, right? And there's an element to that, but spiritually, that vile raiment is our doctrine, man. It's not easy on the eyes, right? That's that vile raiment. You don't want to hear what we got to say. It's not pleasing on the eyes. You don't want us in your hearing. Right? Yeah, you got an all white party and we come up in that, you know what I mean?
With some tan.
Sackcloth.
Tan.
That's gonna, right? That's not gonna be easy on the eye. It's gonna upset the cart, so to speak. So, yeah, that's why Scripture said, but man with vile raiment come in, go ahead.
And ye have respect to him that weareth the gay clothes.
Right, yeah, you have respect. You show reverence to those who have those world-friendly doctrines because it's a two-way street at that point. Right? It's almost a scratch your back, I scratch yours. Oh, I can still rock dreads. Oh, I can, you know. You can still eventually have one foot in the grave, right? And then your teacher in that moment, he'll come, you know, he'll talk to them. You're good. The scripture speaks about that coming through the straight gate, man. There's going to be restrictions. You can no longer eat pork. You can no longer commit adultery. You can no longer go after false gods, strange gods, Christmas.
So there's a-
Oh, what?
Yep.
Yeah, you bring one over.
But yep. So it's like because that's why okay, all right, good. That's why Jake that's why Jake denounced his truth, man. Yeah, because they don't want no restrictions on their life, man. Jake want to do the hell what they want to do, man. You know, so when you tell them what they can't do, first thing Jake will say, man, I'm a grown ass man. No, bro.
You not my dad.
You ain't my daddy.
Right.
Who you is to tell me? And then, hey, guess what? That Jake might be doing better than you in life. And first thing they would say, who are you to no, bro? Yep. See? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you know what? As you were speaking, I was thinking about, you know when they asked you how was shot, about what authority speak these things. So that's the vibration amongst Israel, man. All right, come on. Was there more on that?
Verse 3 says, and ye have respect to him that weareth the gay clothes, and say unto him, sit thou here in a good place.
Right, yeah, that means you hold him in a certain, right, you hold him in a certain regard. Go ahead.
And say to the poor, stand thou there, or sit here under my footstool.
Right, you place them in a certain position. The worst group ever, Great Millstone, GMS. That's actually that's in the atmosphere. That has been spoken. That's on record. People have actually came out and said the worst group ever. The Great Millstone. That's the poor man with vile raiment, who you placed in a low position. They did that to Noah. All right, so come on. Was there more of that?
Yeah, finish it off. Verse 4 says, are ye not then partial in yourselves, and are become judges of evil thoughts?
Yep, that's it, man. Because your reasoning is not, spiritual inclined. You know, you have been stripped of the instincts of knowing who's who. It really revolves around the messengers in his lifetime, right? Because they carriers of the words of the Lord, man. But again, like I mentioned earlier, the Lord snared you with how they would present themselves. They will not come across as the nobles in this society. See? That's some of it. I can always start with that.
It's the book of 1 Corinthians 1 in verse 27. It says, but the Most High have chosen the foolish things of the world to confound the wise, and the Most High have chosen the weak things of the world to confound the things which are mighty.
Yeah. Hey, the weak things of the world to confound the mighty, man. And this is an example, starting with the apostles and the elders. Why do I say that? Because we was never esteemed in this society as educated men. Right? Hey, that's the same way they did the disciples, man. See, we come in the same lot. Who are, what they say, who are these? Unlearned, meaning what? They wasn't of the high educated of that time when it came to the scriptures. when it came to the law, should I say. You know, they weren't perfected in the law. You know, they weren't perfected in this order and that order when it's pertaining to the scriptures, man. So that's the same sense that we fall in. Read it again, up. That's the same sense that we fall in, man. You know, we men of low estate, meaning we are men that are unlearned. The insignificant one with it, Matthew 11 chapter. Is that it? Babes, I pray for these. Get that real quick, because I'm going to get it. Read it again, up.
1 Corinthians 1:27. But the Most High have chosen the foolish things.
See, have chosen the foolish things of the world. It goes back to earlier what we were saying. All the glorification is for the Most High, man. The Most High is strategic the way that he set up every piece to the chessboard, man. Go ahead, brother.
To confound the wise.
Yeah, to confound the wise, man. The wicked elites, right? To confound the ones that was illuminated right on the left-hand side. Because guess what? These people know some things, man. Right? These people are in control. And to be in control, you must have some type of order about yourself. For as like knowledge. Okay? Job 9:24, the earth has been given into the hands of the wicked. So the Most High is a powerful man. He's a powerful chess player. He gave the earth into the hands of these people. So these people are not dumb, but guess what? Wickedness is not intelligence. Wickedness is not wisdom. See, they are on a high level in wickedness. So they ain't really wise. They ain't really intelligent. Read it one more time. Like, you got it, bro.
Because we possess the light.
See, that's what I'm on the right hand side.
And they possess darkness.
On the left hand side. Job 10.
Yep.
And when they put forth, they light is even as darkness.
How great is that?
How great is that? That's beautiful. That's a good one right there. But guess what? They got the light. But it's as darkness, though. You know what I'm saying? Say it again. Yeah, that's true.
Not the true light.
Yeah, not the true light.
The black
light.
light.
Not the GE, guys.
Yeah.
They got the goddamn black light when you go to, go ahead, read it again.
It says, to confound the wise.
Yeah, and this is why we got the light on the right hand side, man. To confound the wise. That's how the Most High set it up, man. Okay, this is the Most High's move. He set up the wicked, right? And then he set up the wise, right? But the wise don't have any power other than what they know, other than what they can speak, other than what they believe in. That's their power, right? They got the power of faith. But the wicked got powers in the carnal sense. They can make things happen. But guess what? The wise on the right-hand side, how do they make things happen? Through speech. Only through speech and faith and what they speak in. And they put it forth. And then they wait upon the Lord. So that goes back to Isaiah the 55th chapter. You know what I'm saying? The things that I put forth, it shall not return unto me void. So how is the Most High through Yahushua putting anything forth? What is that? Amos 3:7. The Lord power will do nothing but he revealeth his secrets unto his servants, the prophets. So that's how the Most High spring into action through Yahushua. That's how he put things forth. Right? Other than the wicked, they put things forth on the carnal level. Go ahead, bro.
It says, and the Most High have chosen the weak things of the world.
Right, that's us, man. The weak things of this world, man. Meaning what? We don't have any education. We don't have any power in our hands. We don't have the resources of this lifespan, right, to make anything happen. Only thing we have is the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding that's activated by faith, and then the capability to speak it into existence, man. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, because I mean, it's weak things of this world.
This world.
That falls under the banner of the perception. According to this world.
Oh, that's it. Yeah.
You don't really understand that, overall, right, we're driven by the power of Yahweh Shah.
It says, and the Most High have chosen the weak things of the world to confound things which are mighty.
And mighty goes into power, man. Ultimately, Esau is going to be confounded by this. This whole ministry is an effort to confound Esau and history. Remember, this nigga in the middle of trying to establish a new system, right? Out of desperation, he's feebly attempting to press the reset button. So now you're going to be confounded. And that really goes back to the humble beginnings. Remember, it tells you how Jacob, with fertility, took his brother's blessing. Is there more on that? Come on.
It says, in the base things of the world, and things which are despised.
Right, we are despised. And you're going to see that as we close in on the return of Yahweh. right? You see the slander campaign, the smear campaign. You saw desperate attempts to get a leg up. Because truth have the momentum right now. That's a direct attack on the kingdom, the throne of the so-called white man. Truth, man. Go ahead.
It says, hath the Most High chosen? Yeah, and the things which are not, to bring to naught things that are.
Right, because this is not physically us in our glory, right? With a physical scepter and a throne. So this is not seen. This is all driven by faith. But the things which are seen, the Lord's going to bring that to naught, man. Your reality, prophecy has spilled over to your reality. I did a video not too long ago where Taco Bell and different restaurants, I believe you brought it out first. But yeah, it's going into how they're going 100% exclusively digital. And the point is, it's not like you're taken by or marveled by. The point is that that's your reality. You niggas' reality is Pizza Hut, Taco Bell, right? So guess what? Prophecy has spilled over to your reality. And you're going to have to deal with it. What's that? Sirach 36? Let them know thee as we. Yeah, then you shall know that I'm the Lord. That's the same with the flood, man. The flood literally spilled over into your reality. Yeah, literally. It was a torrential downpour of prophecy that you was faced with. See? Hey, guess what? That power is alive and well, man. You know what the proof of that? We the proof of that. We the proof that power in the Bible is alive. Because there hasn't been a time since the inception of the so-called white man where you have men that was driven passionately going into the scriptures, going into words. We had schools and our professors or whatnot. But we out here on the streets, scriptures say wisdom triumphs without. So our very being proves that there's a power, man. And a couple of times. Might be, come on, man. It came out of nowhere.
Go ahead, Doc.
That was it on me. I'm gonna read it again. Sure.
If I may, going back to that point, mighty, the things that are
Right.
Small. Hey, King David, the young lad,
Right.
Goliath,
Yeah, beautiful.
ultimately with that stone sunk in his head.
Right, yeah.
You know that's the word, man.
Yeah,
that's
that's
what's
it.
gonna overcome, man. You know what I mean? So
That's
you
stone
got,
of trial.
yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's true, Doc.
Right.
You said it's stuck in there
Yeah,
in your
it's
forehead,
sunk.
though.
Yeah.
Stuck in
It's
your
sunk in the
forehead.
head. They had to
And that's
deal
what we
with it.
doing.
Yeah.
We sinking this in the minds of the elites,
Yeah.
man. That's beautiful, Doc.
That's it.
That's beautiful. Go ahead, Doc.
Verse 29, that no flesh shall glory,
That's the point right there. That what?
that no flesh
That no flesh, go ahead. We be in that flesh, go ahead.
shall glory in
Right.
his presence.
And that's why when you see a lot of brothers and we do it, we always say, call halal or call halal Yahweh, Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shah. Meaning what? We giving all praises to the Most High through Yahweh Shah, man, because we know it's not of us, man. So that's why the Most High done this, man. Right? So you won't have no pride, man. Pride won't even creep into your vessel. You know, you won't say, just like Esau said, I will ascend into the height of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. Right? So he taking the power unto himself, saying, I. Not giving any glory or credence to a higher power that's over you.
But that happened to Nebuchadnezzar. Remember, he boasted
Yeah.
his achievements. God reduced him to a beast.
Yeah, that's it.
I come on, is it on that? Is it? Now, let's go back to 1 Corinthians.
The book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 4, in verse 9, it reads, for I think that the Most High hath set forth us, the apostles last.
Right. See, so the word said forth the apostles last. And we, matter of fact, let's go back to that word last.
Because Strong's G 2078, extreme, last in time or in place.
Right, last in time or in place, man. Right? This is a very heavy moment. Babylon is Babylon heavy, man. Right? This is the Babylonian experience. All the prophets knocked at Babylon at one point in time, for the most part, or another, man. The Lord actually always reminded you that he was going to destroy America, Babylon the Great. There's a lot of reminders. Oh, the rain, right? The first form of judgment is actually a reminder that the Lord's going to destroy America. It's a constant reminder. You know what prove that? You ever see, and it's a physical example, something for you to consider. You have a puddle of water, right? And rain fall into it, like a raindrop. Not you pouring those shit, because that don't even really give off the effect of a raindrop. The diameter, how it drop contact, it causes a wave. Now the puddle represents the people. If you filter it through the scriptures, right? The sea, right? The people. And those raindrops, when they come down, it actually look like a nuclear destruction. But that's not for everybody to consider. Yep, come on.
This is the book of 2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 7.
That's it,
But the heavens and the earth which are now, it's like, I'm going to start at verse 6. 2 Peter 3 and 6. What about the world that then was, being overflowed with water, perished?
Right, that's dealing with the whole world, man. Well, overflowed it, right? That was a horrific form of judgment, man. When you drown, it's like being in a constant state of gagging. Like you're in a lot of water, especially as it relates to the density of the water. So it's not like when people, as the water, surfaced over them, they just died. They felt the wrath of Yahweh Shema outside, man. They had them confused looks on their face and shit, trying to breathe. So they was overflowing with water. There was a point where they was, see them up and flown by and shit. Like
Says, but the heavens and the earth which are now, by the same word.
Right, by the same word. So that proves those prophets who was entrusted with that word will be back today to convey that same power as touching his judgments in this time. See, that's not an odd saying, man. Well,
by the same word are kept in store, reserved unto fire against the day of judgment and perdition of ungodly men.
right, meaning it'll be certain men in power. Right, so the Lord's visitation, just like for an example, ancient Egypt. Who did Moses go to? He went to the higher ups. He went to the Pharaoh. So in this lifetime, so in the Romans, the 9th chapter, the modern day Pharaoh is Esau. That's the ungodly men who this fire was reserved for. And again, it makes sense. Look around you, man. Where do we start? Just start Googling shit and a world of madness opened up into you. Yeah, shorts, and you should be really pissed in the spirit. You should really be agitated with what's around you, man. Hey, because you about to change form. I believe it's certain lobsters, right? They come out of, they shell get too tight, and they have to come out of it, right? But they start feeling the crunch of that shell, and that's a sign that, oh, it's time to transition. So we get more and more uncomfortable with this place. We have outgrown Babylon the Great. That's the mindset. We have now officially outgrown this carnival. You a kid, the carnival cool. You get in your 40s, everything about the carnival piss you off. Or that motherfucker at the arcade with them kids running fucking corny eye motherfuckers. Carnival music, cotton candy. Straight on that straight. Lost it. Yeah, we have outgrown Babylon, man. This place is nothing more than a presentation of folly, man. Damn tea party. Like somebody make you go to a tea party. You little girl, you have to go and sit down at the tea party. To a full-grown man. You shouldn't be with them. That's cool.
Con. The book of 1 Corinthians. Select it. The book of 1 Corinthians chapter 4 and verse 9. For I think that the Most High have set forth us, the apostles last, as it were appointed to death, For we are made a spectacle unto the world.
Right, we are made a spectacle unto the world. You read that in Psalm 37. Behold, mark the every man. Right? For the end of that man is peace.
God, 1 Corinthians 4:9, it reads, For I think that the Most High have set forth us the apostles last, as it were appointed to death. But we are made a spectacle unto the world.
Right, so the Lord will thrust us out into the public's eye, man. See? And again, it makes sense. We read from what's perceived to be an ancient text. But, fast forward today, the Lord has accommodated us with cameras. That's really the way of life. You know, the social media road, the internet, highways. So why all of a sudden you have right here where the Lord said he would make you spectacle? Which that word spectacle, when you go into it, it means to really be viewed or gazed upon, right? Yeah, being on the stage, so to speak. Hey, that's the Lord showing forth his jewelry. But if you don't have taste, you're not going to see the value in us. What?
God, it says, For we are made a spectacle unto the world, and to angels, and to men.
Right, see, unto the world, man. See, that's the Lord proving that he's about to move on America. And other setups around the planet Earth where the Lord has sanctioned to be destroyed. See? No way around.
I got a little bit more on the definition. It says the last referring to time.
Yep.
The uttermost part, the end of the earth.
Yep, the end of the earth, man. Speaking about America, man. You went to the one when it said the credits roll?
Yeah, kind.
Right. So the end of the earth, man, meaning America, man. You know, from east to west. And that would consider America. When we read Acts the first chapter, who that read? You read that? Somebody read Acts the first chapter.
Uttermost parts
The
of the earth.
uttermost parts of earth.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's it, bro. Yep. Right, come on, we got some over here? Yeah.
God, Psalms, it's like in Psalms chapter 98. And I start at 1. It says, Oh, sing unto the Lord a new song, for he hath done marvelous things. His right hand and his holy arm have gotten him the victory.
Right, that's a faith booster. If you're in the right spirit, that's speaking in past tense. The Lord had already gotten the victory, man. The game been rigged. See, the elect, those who the Lord have sanctioned to escape his wrath is going to escape. Those who the Lord have numbered to the sword, whether it's through the famine, through dogs, the dogs that tear, the fowls in the air, they're going to receive that just reward. But ultimately, Yahweh is going to get the victory, man. What?
The Lord, Yahweh Shai, have made known his salvation.
Right. And how was this accomplished, man? Through the books being opened. Or what's that, Revelation, the 5th chapter? Those books that were sealed. That's it. So the scripture said the Lord have made known his salvation. See, we're in a heavy moment in biblical prophecy, man. Where this book, which have baffled the minds of people, right, have confounded so-called scholars. Motherfuckers been studying, spending exhausting resources into the Bible, spending millions going into ancient relics. Yet they don't understand the secrets, which entails the raising up of this people and delivering us from this condition. So the Lord have made known this. That proved that it had to be a secret. Read that again.
It said the Lord, Yahweh Shai, have made known his salvation.
Right. Now you have a present. A present is always, why is present always to come in a secret form? Right. Yep. No. Gift. You know.
His righteousness hath he openly showed in the sight of the heathen.
Read that part again.
His righteousness hath he openly showed in the sight of the heathen.
1 Corinthians, the 4th chapter. The Lord will make us a spectacle unto all men. Before the heathen, which represents the nations, everybody, the Lord will openly show this salvation, man. You don't have to come physically descend upon these different cities to get the word. The Lord have openly showed it. See? Go ahead.
He have remembered his mercy and his truth toward the house of Israel.
Hey, you see what mercy and truth is in the same breath, man. So getting this truth is nothing to gloss over. It is a peace offering from Yahweh Shema Shah. Right? So the truth is pretty much that down payment. You can't physically come into it. You know, like you have somebody who might be fighting over an inheritance. That happened with Yahweh Shah. Remember that story? And then, you know, somebody want to physically put themselves in that, you know, do the paperwork. But see, to come in on this inheritance, it's based upon your reasoning, man. Which begins with faith. All right, come on.
God, it says, all the ends of the earth have seen the salvation of our power.
See, all the ends, let's look up that word ends.
God.
All the ends of the earth have seen the salvation of our power. And that salvation is captured in the form of this doctrine. Yeah? See? So we're part of something great. This is a very privileged position to be in. This will be considered royal seats. We sitting at the king table. It tells you that in Revelation the 11th chapter. Right? As those who worship therein. When you go into that word therein, it takes you back to the word preposition. And that's what you get like when you go to when you go to a feast, you go and they have the seats already ready, like a prestige feast. The seats, they already got the person name who's supposed to be there, man. Right, so hey, the Lord dealing with who He's dealing with, man. You people out there, like even if you're amongst us, you can't feel no type of way. The Lord got certain seats for certain men. Be your black ass happy you in there, man. Oh, that's King David said, long as I was born, we got a nigga saying, I wish I was in that seat, man. What you doing in that, in that seat? You know what I'm saying? That's a nigga in there. Or you know, it's good to happen, the Lord send the men and they pig tie you and carries you out and cash you out of the
The word, the ends.
because that's like a nigga plotting on you, you know, a nigga plotting. Or it's so, I'm gonna show you, I don't know if this takes for or not, the video, that nigga Jay-Z, the American Gangster video, remember that Rock Boy shit?
Oh, yeah,
If you remember the video, there's two niggas in the whole video plotting on Jay-Z and them. They should have been there kicking it. They was in the motherfucker licking the shit out of that Jay-Z mad and shit, Christmas shit, yeah. All right, come on.
God, the word, the end, Strong's H, 657. It says, ceasing in finality.
We're gonna have a big boom in a minute. Yeah. Fully, to all.
Good.
We running back from
Good. It says, ceasing in finality.
Right, yep, ceasing. There's a cease. The Lord is putting a cease to the nations having dominion over the planet Earth. That's what's happening in the planet Earth. That's why Esau scratching his corn. He's trying to set up a new system. Right, he's going as far, this desperation mode for this stuff. He's trying to alter your mind the way you think. And he want to put your ass in an AI, like a virtual reality world or whatever. Like what?
In the Strong's, it says, and in no further, also the ankle.
Yeah, oh, no further. Oh yeah, that's that. That Job 38. No further. Revelation the 9th chapter speaks about that as well. When there was a time reserved where the Lord would send forth His army, those missiles, and it said that they was reserved for a certain day. You're prepared for a certain time. Yep. So that means Esau can't proceed any further with this madness. And that's beautiful news, man. You don't have to continue to endure homos and trannies. And you got to think about you got to think about, should I say that? Right? Should I say, if I say that, is they going to penalize me? That's sick, man. That proves Esau guilty. Yep, well.
It says also the ankle as being the extremity.
Hey, man, that's bad right there, man. It said the ankle?
Yeah.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, that put Esau on the scene now. If you measuring the time diligently, because when you read the statute, it gives you chronological order is dedicated to the rise and fall of kingdoms. And the feet, when you think about it, is just before, like, you know, kind of, and that is, I guess that's the power, like the Achilles heel. I don't want to really equate that. You know, that goes back to ancient Greek, right? Achilles.
Yeah, Achilles, yeah.
All that crazy. But hey, chronologically, that's the position we coming from. Yeah. When you get to the ankles and all that, that's the end of that. That's the end, man.
It says,
The toes. Well, that's another thing too, man. I mean, I kind of just found this out recently. I believe you brother spoke about this as well before. I heard someone speak on it, but like the toes, they real brittle. They're easy to break.
Oh, yeah.
They're like more easier to break. Yeah, right. You could break it and not really even know it. You bang it, it hurting like hell. Shit, it broke.
No, I'll definitely say your foot as a whole. Your foot as a whole.
Your feet as a whole. Wow.
Foot as a whole. Believe it or not, your foot really take more abuse than anything on your body, but it's the most frailest thing, one of the most frailest things on your damn body.
Yeah, and that's so you too, especially with the toes.
With the toes.
Right? Being, you know, the 10 toes aspect. This place is not stable, you know? Yeah. It's real brittle. Man, it's heavy. Like, this bitch fucking concrete everywhere, man. Like, when you really think about it from the aspect of minerals, you know, gold, there's concrete everywhere. So that even a symbol, it could potentially crumble at any shaking. Right, so even your physical similarities, right, you see that concrete is brittle. Your whole kingdom is like a, what do you call it, a deck of, a castle of cards, if you will. It's built upon the things that's going to cause it to fall. Immorality, perverseness, that's not going to stand. All right, yep, come on. You got something?
Yep. Job 14 and verse 5.
Yeah, man.
It says, seeing his days are determined, the number of thy months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass. Yeah, going into Esau, man. And the things that, like Elder was saying, the things that he's saying in his mind that he's going to do in a future date. The Most High has set up a boundary, man. It's just like an invisible force field, so to speak. You know, you can't even see it. Meaning, when I say you can't even see it, you ain't taking into mind that you got an expiration date to all your wickedness. You still running forward, but you don't even know there's a wall right there that's going to stop you from your proceedings.
Yep. The Lord actually have a cut-off date.
Yep.
The Lord, he got a kill switch on everything. Right? Yeah. But he's over it. He's over it. I think we would speak about that appendix. That's an example, man, the fear of the Lord. That could just explode. You know nothing about it. You know, it just happened, man. Yep. Come on.
Finish out the definition. It says, as being the extremity of the leg or foot, the end. You know, going in the Esau system, man. Well, basically, that statue, man. We at the end, man. You know, that rock. You know, destroy this place, man. Soon.
At the end of Esau gonna be destruction, but the end of us, Lord willing, is gonna be glorification. What the scripture say? The end of the beginning. No, not that one. The foot of you shall be.
What did it say?
Not the statue. Just comparing it Esau to us. like our ending gonna be glorious, but Esau ending gonna be
Well, shit. When you go back to Genesis, Genesis the 27th chapter, right? Scriptures tell you how Yahweh said, "I have made him thy Lord. I have made your brother Jacob your Lord." The word Lord, when you look it up, it actually go into master, man. So that means they're going to be in subjection under us. Well, that's that yin and yang effect. These two parties being joined at the hip. You know, there's no way you could teach this word and not get on Esau. That's why we know, or like the elder Yasharonda went into, that coming theme with all these disgruntled niggas who are rejected. They no longer condemn Esau. They just get on us, man. But that proves you don't have the correct doctrine anymore, because there's no way, there's really no way possible you can teach the kingdom of heaven without condemning Esau. You can't. Come on.
This the book of wisdom of Solomon.
Because imagine you get the kingdom, but America still get to be in. We just go to another side of the world and say, man, no, man, we want to see like the righteous anger of the Lord. You know, you want to see these people destroyed. Because if you leave one inkling of this shit, like then it's spandex.
Well, if I may, that's why it was a commandment. The Lord told Saul to get rid of all the Amalekites. No, that still stands to this day. You know what I mean? You know?
That's right, yeah, that's the, when you go into the prescription for the earth, we got the prescription to the cure of the earth. Going to the scripture, get rid of the Amalekites. That's gonna be the solution.
I got one for you real quick. Just going on what you're saying. Isaiah 14 and 22. Yep. It says, "For I will rise up against them, saith the Lord, Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shah of hosts, and cut off from Babylon the name and remnant and son and nephew, saith the Lord, Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shah."
Right. That's ensuring that they will never come back into power. Cut off the son. Like, remember, the Lord killed off the first son back in ancient Egypt? Because in the ancient world, your son, he was left to occupy the throne after you. You'll groom him up. Which this fourth beast was contrary to that standard, that custom. You vote them in. But in this case, the Lord said, I'm going to kill son and nephew. He was saying, look, ain't no way you coming back into power.
Just real brief, add to the elders, real brief. No offspring.
Right.
See?
Yeah, no offspring, right? Not to sit on the throne, because when the Lord destroyed this place, you're gonna come back like you Edomites. And we were speaking about that, about how these elites and all those through their loins who benefits in this world, they're gonna be the first fruits of slavery. They're gonna come back. There's gonna be time. We got time. I had to force all the Edomites back. They're gonna come back in droves. The first fruit, their generation. First fruit's gonna be those bankers and all of their kind, and those right who benefited. Then guess what? And you're gonna have them other Edomites that are gonna come through.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah, so we're gonna get them, man. But again, they will not come back into power. See, and that's the luxury that we have. Time. Esau don't have that luxury no more. All we got to do is be patient, and the whole scene gonna change. Just as a farmer, that's why this is a labor.
Beautiful.
Farmer, yeah, that's the most patient occupation one can think of.
Plant seed.
Gotta be patient. You can't go out there, they spray all type of, try to speed up the process. Yep,
This is the book of wisdom. Just going back and saying, if you got the spirit on you, don't get on Esau. That's it. By default, that's what's going to take place. The book of wisdom, Solomon, chapter 1, verse 7. For the spirit of the Lord filleth the world, and that which containeth all things have knowledge of the voice. Therefore, he that speaketh unrighteous things cannot be hid. Neither shall vengeance when it punisheth pass by him. So just going back, he that speaks unrighteous things, which is the wicked, so-called white man, Esau, by us possessing, the spirit of Yahweh Shemel Shai, the testimony of Yahweh Shai, us having this light, he's gonna, of course, you're gonna have to get on this man. Us, having righteousness, possessing, righteousness, you're gonna go against the wicked, man. What's that? Proverbs 29.
That's it.
Yeah,
That's
he
it,
has
that's it.
abominable. He's
That's it.
the wicked man's abomination to the righteous.
Yeah.
He has upright in the ways, abomination to the wicked.
Yep.
And you seeing that on display now, us speaking against this man, and even on his end, he setting up certain decrees, YouTube guidelines to show that fight is taking place, man.
Yeah, that's those two brothers. And Esau coming with the cunning, right? The cunningness. He's trying to tie us into, that word, that T-word, T-Rex word, T-R word, Yeah, because that's the way he have to move. They're just like, for an example, right? Certain felines, certain cats, they have to have the prey to run first. Like in a lot of cases, the prey, they'll sit there, they want the prey to run and take off, and it provokes a certain instinct in them, and they chase you.
The hunt.
Right, yeah, the hunt. Right. That's it. Yeah, beautiful, bro. The thrill of the hunt, man. Really, Esau, even though he's bound by Yahweh Shemel Shai, that's a part of the boundaries too. He can't just do what he wants, right? The Lord, he got to do what the Lord told him. But he technically he could just come down on him. But it's the thrill of the hunt. He gotta be the cunning hunter. The scriptures gotta be. You gotta set up snares, right? We bold as a lion, coming out proclaiming our stance, but this nigga behind the scenes twisting words, talking about this and that. Or like this guy Biden, he was speaking about the whole thing over, with the conflict over in the Middle East. Then he threw America in there. But I believe the brother sent the article, but I saw the video where he said, this happened even in America. He threw that in there. He spoke about racism and Islamic phobia. Right? Oh, that's the spirit. Spectacle. See, again, it's good to say that. Yeah, we'll be a spectacle to all men. And he's brave right at the same time. So the Lord set us up as a gauge spot.
That motherfucker behind them got that fall into the house.
Yep, come on.
I got some real quick. Psalms chapter 55 and verse 21. It says, the words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet will they draw a sword. So that's that cunning hunter. He set up that legislation and snares, and you end up falling into that trap. That's how Esau operates in the world, man. It's like that.
It talks about how they draw swords and bend the bow for those that speak uprightly, man. That's when he really come out. Because when you bend your bow, that means you point at something. It's a certain target. You know what I mean? And that's who he's pointing at, those that have the testimony of Yahweh Shai. You gotta go out.
Yeah, he did depart from evil, making himself a prey.
That's it.
But yeah, Esau has the power to come down, but he only can do what the Most High allows him to do.
That's it.
Certain spirits going to be saved out of those
situations. Isaiah 59. Yep. You have to play out his role. You have to be that cunning hunter. You have to lay snares and traps. Matter of fact, somebody can look up that word cunning. Or you can go to an outlet.
This is the book of Psalms 37, verse 12. The wicked plotted against the just and gnashed upon them with his teeth.
Right, yeah, so that's what this man is doing. He plotting, man. Oh, it's like yeah, he plotting, yeah. Now scripture says eventually he's gonna gnash upon you with his teeth. Gnash upon something, press upon it, sue it. Everything just playing out like it always played out. Or even when we came out of ancient Egypt, it tells you how Pharaoh's armies pursued us. You go into that word pursue, it go back to persecute. So persecution is going to be them pursuing you. That's the persecution. Them pursuing you, setting you in their sights. Instantly coming after you. Hey, the scriptures say that he who departed, matter of fact, did y'all read that?
No.
Let's get that. Isaiah 59. And again, I wanted to say that teeth, right? That's upon him with your teeth. Where your teeth is found? In your mouth. So through his legislation, his laws, pretty much his rhetoric, through his media, he's going to look to demonize you.
You want that?
Yeah, go ahead.
Done. Isaiah 59 and 15, it says, "Yeah, true feather, and he departed from evil, maketh himself a prey."
Right, when you depart from evil, you make yourself a prey, man. Really, you're enlisting into a spiritual war. It tells you that in the book of Philemon. Matter of fact, get that real quick. Yeah, whether you know it or not, a lot of you Israelites unknowingly came into this thing for clout and to show what you know in the form of debate. You see these guys with these debates, man. Like, for whatever reason it might be, the driving force and inspiration behind, you coming in. But unknowingly, you didn't know you was enlisting in a war, man. Because pursuing the Revelation, the 12th chapter, and the 17th verse, it tells you how the dragon, right? And the dragon is menacing. The dragon is going to set his sights against those who have testimony of Yahushua. All right, come on.
The book of Philemon, verse 1, reads, "Paul, a prisoner of Yahushua Mashiach, and Timothy, our brother, unto Philemon, our dearly beloved and fellow laborer, and to our beloved Aphia and the cripples, our fellow soldier, and to the church in thy house."
See, our fellow soldier into the church in thy house, man. Real quick, look up that word house first, then we're going to look up soldier.
That word house. The word house, like it. The word house, Strong's G3624, it reads a house. The house of the Most High, the tabernacle. It says, the place where one has fixed his residence, one settled abode, domicile, the inmates of a house, all the persons forming one family.
See, all the persons forming one family. So you wake up, you're an Israelite, So and it's cool to say I'm an Israelite, you jump in there, I'm a part of this great family. But that house is really, it's a fortress. Like you had war. So now let's get that word, I believe the soldier.
That word, fellow soldier, Strong's G4961, it reads, a fellow soldier, an associate in labors and conflicts.
Right, an associate in labors, right? You got to do the work, and conflicts. It tells you that in Hebrews, the 12th chapter, consider him who endured such contradiction from sinners against himself. So when you come into this thing, you're at war, man, in the spirit. Which that's going to spill over to these devils carnally, because they're not going to be able to continue to handle this spirit. It's going to be too much on them. They have to revert to their instincts, which is the sword. Yeah, you got that.
Yep, it says an associate in labors and conflicts for the cause of Yahushua.
Right, for the cause of Yahushua. Right, we sent by Yahushua. We're speaking on behalf of Yahushua. Yep. Is that good? Come on.
Bag up that soldier. This the book of 2 Timothy 2 and verse 3. So 2 Timothy 2 and verse 3. I'm starting verse 2 and verse 3. Now, therefore, endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahushua Mashiach. It's like it's I just may add on what the brother just speaking on. You have to know what you into before you enter into it, man. Because you haven't come into this truth to get celebrated. To be honest, you come into this truth to get demonized. Because even Yahweh Shai, if they killed him, if Yahweh Shai, if everybody loved Yahweh Shai, and he came to die for everybody, why did they kill him? You know? But like in better words, it was adverse forces that was against him, man. And the same thing with us today.
He conformed to this world.
Right.
It says, no man.
That's why even Salaki, this message is so sensitive. Yahweh Shai didn't even tell us to be as sheep. Because you wielding a sword that's going to cut the people, man. And what happened when you read the scriptures when they cut to the heart? You're going to look to kill you. With that Acts 7 times. Yeah, so it's a responsibility with this truth. You have to be delicate with it. We got a platform to teach it. You have to teach it a certain way. You know, you can't be in the hood, you know.
Yeah. Hey, man, that's it.
Live in the hood.
And can I say it real quick out there, heavy, because when you first receive the truth, you have so much zeal.
Right.
Sometimes you can't even control it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And
You don't know how to handle it.
You don't know how to handle the sword.
You cut yourself.
You cut yourself. You see her slicing, chopping 4 heads off, and you don't give a damn, but no, you can't do that,
you
bro.
become more responsible.
Yeah, right.
Oh,
Yeah,
it reminds me of the scene in Boys in the Hood. Remember when the dad was sitting out there talking to the hood and shit about gentrification?
Oh yeah. I remember. Yeah.
He said, liquor store. Why is it liquor store? The same reason as the he was talking to the niggas and they was all looking docile.
Yeah, I remember that.
He said, man, your dad is deep, man. Yeah, that shit didn't change now. All them niggas end up getting killed.
Exactly.
All of them end up getting killed. Who was in that hearing? Oh, because even the one who got shot, Ricky, that nigga, he was the one who was agreeing.
Main one.
That shit didn't change his life.
He the words out of motherfucker, man. You know what I'm saying?
Remember that boy?
I remember Ricky's supposed to be the good boy. Remember, loved by the mama. He was doing everything right according to Esau to be successful in this world, right? Yeah, but like I said, he the first motherfucker. He the one to get killed on the whole, you know.
Yeah, that speech didn't do shit.
Didn't do shit.
But you shouldn't do that though. That's the point. You shouldn't be in the hood. Visit your cousin.
You gonna
Right?
die.
It ends it. And then you out there at the barbecue breaking the scriptures down. They gonna want to kill your ass. You pull out of that, they gonna follow your ass. Yeah, come on.
Hey,
Get us back, y'all. Look, Matthew 7 and verse 6. Give not that which is holy unto the dogs.
That's it.
And
And we got something that is separated from the world, man. This truth, man. You know, this is not given into the masses, right? So it's holy. It's a sacred thing. It's a separate thing. It's a pure thing, man. And why they can't get it? The scripture say, the truth will not enter into a malicious soul, man.
Right. Yep.
But guess what? You got so much zeal in your mind. You thinking, man, well, this is the truth. I gotta tell my mama. I gotta tell my partner. No, bro, it's not meant for them. True of the household. Yeah.
Well, it's a lot of these groups. It's like it's more so of a come one, come all. You know, when you consider Great Millstone, you know, beginning of the apostles of hell, this thing is about knowledge, man, wisdom, understanding, being studious, learning. Right? Or the apostle Tahar went into that about how before you even come into this, you should be aware of the Bible. You should know the scriptures. Yeah, you just not here like this, like the YMCA, like the Y. You know, a bunch of niggas who got nothing to do. That's what they used to do back in the day. They had to put niggas somewhere. You had too much time in your hand. You sing it to the Y. Come on. This is not the Y, man. No, this is a wise counsel. Right? Come on.
it says, neither cast ye your pearls before swine, lest they trample them upon their feet, and turn again and rend you.
Right, yeah, they turn around and get on you. It makes sense because eventually the more they sit around, you have to tell them that they're gonna die. Right? It get to that uncomfortable point. Hey, look, man, you know, okay, I soft for trying to say it, man. You gotta tell them, man. There you said, yeah, man, the reason why your auntie died. You know what I mean? Right, this is only for a certain man. Oh, Yahweh Shai said that. Matthew the 11th chapter. Blessed are they who are not offended in me. How does that apply now to this doctrine? That vile raiment. And the poor ain't easy on the eye, you know. And the poor man pop up in a boy, they like, get him out of here. Who is that? You know? He ain't gotta say that.
This is the book of 2 Peter, chapter 2, verse 12. But these, as natural brute beasts, made to be taken and destroyed.
Right, that's why this is going to be a great sacrifice in Basra. All you people wandering aimlessly through this place is nothing more than brute beasts who was made, who was created for this moment. From the outfit you niggas gonna have on that day, all that's contributed, is gonna contribute to that smoke that's gonna go up. That was made right for that moment, man.
Speak evil of the things that they understand not.
Yeah, the key word there is understand. So you not understanding what this is about provokes a carnal reaction. Just like a dog. Like a dog don't understand, don't know you, right? He's not gonna diplomatically say, who are you? His instincts as a brute beast is gonna be to bark at you. And that's what you niggas do. You come on the coming board and bark like beasts, because you don't have the wherewithal to reason. And it's based upon you not knowing, you don't understand. Your dog don't understand who the mailman is. You come up and as a brute beast, he's gonna lash out at you.
It says, and shall utterly perish in their own corruption.
Right, yeah, that's what we were sent to tell you. You know, utterly perish. America gonna be utterly destroyed. All of you people dwelling here, all of you outside of this circle, unless the Lord. Like, see that's the spirit, man. Yeah, and that was you couldn't make out he was he gonna die. He was a production of America. That was like a demon, man. Yeah, but you know, hey, call along like how about some outside? Like the Lord saw fit for us to get this word, man. Because the scriptures tell you that. Matter of fact, we got anything else?
I got something real quick.
I know the brothers got something back there. Come on, y'all got something? I'm gonna tell them exactly gonna come around. You ready to close up?
Jude 1 and 10. But these speak evil of those things which they know not,
Right.
but what they know naturally as brute beasts, and those things they corrupt themselves.
Yeah, it's a penalty for that, man. Guys coming up on the coming board making fake pages to pretty much taunt, if you will, the prophets in the ministry. See, you openly show your disdain for the men of the Lord. You got niggas that just openly just speak against the apostles with no fear. That's because you're a brute beast. Like a dog. A dog don't know, he don't understand the danger in it. The person got a strap on him. The dog is sorry.
Hey, like we discussing. Well, with dogs sitting there popping another dog.
Right, oh yeah.
You know what
right
I'm
in
saying?
front of you.
And right
Or
in
you
front
might
of
just
you.
take a dump right in
He
front
might
of you.
take a, and then get what? He'll look at you. Like, what's wrong with you? You know what I'm saying? He's sitting there.
That was just referred to you people that because you lack the necessary instincts. See, to entertain this form of this is King's language. This is King's talk. All right, so yeah, come on.
It is 1 Corinthians chapter 1 verse 18. He said, for the preaching of the cross is to them that perish foolishness, but unto us which are saved, it is the power of the Most High.
Yeah, see that? Yeah, the power of the Most High, because why? It wakes you up. Matter of fact, beautiful. Go to Proverbs 22:3. Why is it considered power? You know, obviously, we have been introduced to the greatest powers throughout the heavens and earth, you know, Yahweh and his only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai. We have been given a glimpse into the world of God, the kingdom of heaven, as it pertains to the glory of these people, beginning with the elect. Ultimately, man, that power, man, that's that preservation, that covering yourself. Someone warn you of danger. It's not just to warn you. it's to provoke a reaction. Now you should take heed and go run for cover. See? All right, come on.
God, the book of Proverbs 22
It's
and
like
3.
it because if you don't, like the brother said, it's death to you. And it's death to you who look at that warning as foolishness. All right, come on.
God, the book of Proverbs 22 and 3. A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself. But the simple pass on and are punished.
So again, in essence, the doctrine, as menacing as it might sound, right? This dreadful sound, it was really an effort to seal the elect. So they can hear that warning, and as the brother just read, hide themselves. See, matter of fact, in closing, let's go there. Revelation the 7th chapter. And it's amazing, man. Well, it don't amaze you as much as we do, but some things do. These different groups, man. Right? What they push forth. It's just a festive, right? That social media head wraps and plates. That's, man, yeah, it's really offensive. That's what it is, because you taking the blood of Yahweh Shah Mashiach in vain. Serious business, man. And as the times get more serious, then you get more serious. Like a game, right? Fourth quarter, you down some points. You ain't celebrating when you make a big catch.
Right.
You already down. It's serious. It's the time serious. Get back to the line of scrimmage.
See that? See? There's no need to go. That's the spirit, man. Come on, This is what I'm saying. There was no need right, man. Man, Yahweh Shai make his point in this video right here, bro.
That's what that.
I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Yeah, but you know, even in that, right? Let's say if someone was there hustling us, they'll laugh at us. What you excited about?
Yeah.
No, we just operating in the spirit.
Yeah, you're right.
Or separate the light from the dark.
And then we looking up.
Right. Why gaze?
You see
Yeah.
that?
Because you marvel at that. What you doing? Why you gazing up? You know, even though the angel said it. Like, no, there's representation.
See, God, the book of Revelation, chapter 7, start at verse 1. And after these things I saw four angels standing on the four corners of the earth, holding the four winds of the earth.
Right. The four winds represent destruction. The Lord says, as that beast of destruction speaks about the wind that driveth away the chaff. Come on.
That the wind should not blow on the earth, nor on the sea, nor on any tree. And I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living power. And he cried with a loud voice to the four angels to whom was given to the earth and the sea, saying, hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the service of our power.
Yeah, so you see how that's in conjunction. So in order to teach the destruction, because we got to teach the destruction, right? Well, that act seals the elect. We just read in Proverbs 22nd chapter where they're going to and hide themselves. So we can't just come out here with a world-friendly doctrine. Like you groups and teach, you know, being an Israelite in America is the standard. Now you are officially Malak. You know? Well, really, the fact of the matter is we serve as fighting and scratching for the mercy of Yahweh Shah. We got a report that the King of Kings will come tear this motherfucker up, man. Right? Then that provokes a reaction. So the Lord said, go out on the highways and lanes and beg them to come in. There you go. See that? Why? Because you got to come in the house before the destruction comes. But I can't tell you, get in the house, and that's that. Get in the house before you get your ass handsy, because what's going on now. So that's the message, and that is far into mainly those of you, chiefly those of you who got Bibles in your possession. Right? But, you know, to those of us who the Lord have given His Holy Spirit, what's that, Psalm 51, create in me a new, clean heart, new spirit, that applies, then you understand perfectly well. You know the lyrics of the song, you can dance to it. It moves you. get it. See? So yeah, with that, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash.
Double honors to our teachers, the head apostles, and the elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the fellow laborers out there. And as always, the believers, to the next time. Soon. Peace out.